Okey-dokey. Hello, germs, worms, friends, and neighbors. It's us. We're back at you again. Kelly and Mike.
I totally got him off guard on that one. He was all Uh, so welcome back, Mike. What
Welcome
do
to
we want
you.
to discuss today?
I guess we're just going to ad lib it, you
Uh,
and I.
well,
Whatever we want to talk about, whatever comes up across our little tongues.
all right. Let's see. Let's discuss. Got me swinging. um,
Everybody out there, I have my book. I got a nickel. I got paid a nickel.
well, the first time around you got 2.95, right? So now
I
you
don't
got
know.
three whole dollars. Hey,
Yeah,
you know what? $3 is $3 more than what you had yesterday, right?
it's true. That's true.
Save that $3 and add some with it, and pretty soon you'll have, $103.
Yep.
So yeah. Let's see. Let's discuss manifestation, universe and
Manifestation.
manifestation, and I'm just grasping at straws. Today I need to go out and create a couple tinctures um, for some of the family. So I'm gonna make some tea. The It's called moon tea, and it's to help with menstrual cycles, so it doesn't stop,
Right.
but it eases cramps, eases the all the symptoms that come with your menstrual cycle. So if anybody's interested, let me know. I'll be happy to send you some. I don't, at this time, I don't even have an idea of if I would even charge you. So let me know. Put
I
that in.
don't need it. I,
I just put my
I,
little
my
plugs in
menstrual
there.
cycle quit a long time ago.
Well, I don't think so. I think you're still grumpy.
And y'all, you think I'm still grumpy? That's me, Mr. Grumpy.
Mr. Grumpy.
That should have been one of the seven dwarfs. Oh, he was, wasn't there? There was a Grumpy.
He was one of my favorites.
Yeah.
Him and Dopey. Dopey was one of my favorites. Anyway, so let's go back to manifesting.
We're manifesting.
Have you ever noticed, like, hindsight? Let's talk hindsight. Can you tell me any time in your life, hindsight, where you have manifested?
Yeah.
All
Where
right.
I have sat, where I have sat and not really paid any attention to, where nobody saw me. It was like it was like I was there. I could see them. But they, whether they could see me or not, or they looked right through me, or they paid no attention to me, or it was like I wasn't there.
Now, was that something that you wanted at that time?
One time it was I wanted, and the other time it wasn't. One time I did. I sat on a stack of wood, and I watched. And I says I don't want to be seen, and I sat there for half an hour watching people come in and stack the wood, wondering where I was. And they walked right by me stacking wood.
Oh, wow. That's
Yeah. So I took a little break all by myself. I sat right there and I didn't say nothing. I didn't move. I didn't do shit. And they stacked wood. Then after a while, I had my break. I got up. I went back and started stacking wood too. But
now what about something where it wasn't so well, that's pretty like right now.
yeah,
Yeah, that's almost like cloaking. It's not really.
yeah, kind of like cloaking
Yeah,
to be not seen.
to be not seen. Yeah.
But you
Wow.
know,
They say that Bigfoot can cloak. Maybe
Well,
you're a
you
Bigfoot
know,
in disguise. You do have pretty big feet.
I do. I do.
And you're
I have electric razor for all the hair on my body.
That explains that whole DNA thing.
Yeah, I've learned to adapt.
Oh, so let's see. I have manifested more
Yeah, you have.
more times than, but my manifestation I have noticed is associated with my emotions.
Well, because that drives a lot of your emotions drive a lot of power,
They do,
and that's
and I really believe that our emotions are our magic.
well, yeah, because there's a lot of power coming out of you then.
Yeah, yeah. If you're scared, there's a lot of power. If you're angry, there's a lot of power. So whenever you're angry, try to minimize the
Look
words
the
you
fuck
say.
out, dreamers.
Yeah, because you can say a lot of horrible things whenever you're angry
Yeah,
and regret them later. So you
yeah.
just watch your words because your words have power and they
Ooh.
manifest.
I do remember this was back, and I told you this was back probably 2 years ago when I said I think somebody put a hex on me because everything was falling to shit. And I finally said enough of this shit. And I just took everything that was around me and I says, I don't want you here no more. And I'm sending you back home. And with loving kisses, give it back to whoever sent it to me. And usually when that happens, it goes back threefold. So maybe they ended up with a
Well,
broken.
they say that another thing that happens is they say that the universe it's going to get hard before it gets better.
Yeah.
Um,
That's
so
already a tough motherfucker.
so like you were saying 2 years ago, it was it was tough, it was hard, things were falling apart, blah 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 blah
Yeah.
blah blah. I mean, shit,
Shit was
like
happening.
shit and Shinola. It was just completely shitty. Yes, you sent it back, but what I see is you were standing at the precipice, getting ready to
Ah,
go to the next level. And so that next, like I said, it gets shitty before it gets better. Now look at you. You know,
yeah,
it's oh my God better.
a lot better. Oh
So
yeah.
yeah, I
Well, I
mean,
agree with you there. It is a lot better. I can't, I look back in my life and right when Bonnie passed, I ended up I went into a I was pretty much in a little denial and depression. And I knew that. And the best thing for me was when I went back and I went to Arizona and I stayed with you guys for it was all my sisters, not necessarily the idiot, but all the other sisters. And so for like 3 or 4 months, I was down there, and Michael was up here with Ramona taking care of the house and the dog and the animals, and so I could stay down there for however long I needed to. That was probably the best thing that I could have done because it kind of grounded me. It kind of opened my eyes up, and I saw my family for what it was, which was just a bunch of goddamn. There was no. Most of them had no drive. Most of them had no purpose. Most of them, they didn't make a. They didn't.
I don't
You know,
care.
you and I are the only. Well, Tate's one have retirement. Nobody else. They gave a fuck about it.
No, no, they don't.
And I look at that and I go, what the fuck, man? What the what the fuck? And it was like, and they were just happier than little fleas in a fucking pile of shit. I'm going, oh my God. I mean, they were living paycheck to paycheck. They're making you know, counting every nickel. So it opened my eyes. It helped me a lot. But then when I came back, the other part of the whole deal was my friends, they kept calling me. It's what I'm doing now for Dixie is making sure trying to call her like every week and a half. I don't want to get and push it too far. So I just every week and a half, I thought. And I'll go over there and I went over there and I brought burritos for us and we had lunch. I go, I know how much you don't like eating lunch, but you need to eat fucking lunch. So I brought us burritos. We sat down. Her and I we ate burritos. And then we chatted for probably an hour and then I left. I don't want to overstep my bounds.
No, that's perfect. I
I
think
know.
that she really does need, she needs a friend who's gonna check in on her.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody can use a friend, especially one who cares.
Yeah. But now, you know, if I went back and I did this 2020 hindsight's 2020, I was focusing and I was when I was dreaming to make that book. There's no other way I can put it. Because everything I dreamt, I put in the book. Everything. It started out and then it finished in a dream. And everything in between, I dreamt it and I put it down. That's how come I could come out here and I could talk into talk into my computer and put it on there and boom. I mean, it went really fast. I wrote a book really fast because of that fucking dreaming. Trouble was, I was always tired. So back to you now. I know you have um,
Manifested,
manifested a lot.
you
But
know,
now, see, you're one. Go ahead.
whenever, like I said, in my past, hindsight again, um, my big manifestations come from my emotions.
Yeah,
Um, the most recent one actually didn't come from emotion,
really.
came from asking, just plain out asking. And, you know, it happened. It took longer, took a lot longer. So whenever you ask for it,
Now you got to wait.
without need, without any emotion, this is what I want to happen, blah, 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 blah. It takes a while.
That's because
And
you got to wait.
that's because you gotta wait. Now,
Whereas,
whenever I manifested our home, the one we bought, if you think about buying a house, normally buying a house takes longer than 8 weeks.
yeah, it does.
We were in our house in 6. So,
And it was everything you wanted.
it was everything I wanted. Everything I said that I wanted. It wasn't everything that I really wanted, if that makes sense.
That's because you didn't put it down.
Um, I didn't put it out there that I wanted, a 2-car driveway and I wanted this and I wanted that. But I wanted a site-built house. I didn't want to live in a manufactured home anymore. I have a site-built house. I was okay with it being an older house with some character. It's older. They kind of have gone through and gutted out the character, but oh shit, we're out of time.
No,
Mike,
we're
we're out
not.
of
We
time.
haven't been doing nothing.
We're out of time.